The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign.
No. You need tear to use the...
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working. If main gate's locked, would take heavy. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean, why don't you go?
It would be better for the neighborhood.
No! They will give up eventually. Honest men and women with rights to work, to be used. We came here to help the harbor run.
I have a question. Why
You think they follow because I'm big?
The unpromising race pupil returns. The unpromising race pupil returns. Don't be vulgar. Mr. Clare is a man of vision. Also, to serve is noble. Jam. Individualism. Of course it does. I am not surprised you enjoy. I can see that. We are the future. I am a descendant. No. I have... Yes. This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as... My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I could... Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
My dear Harry, I rarely do, Harry. Yes, yes. My best men are tracking it. What's that, Harry? Let's hear it, Harry.
Everard's large hands are covering the folder.
I'm sure it's not that bad. It's worse he has.
Harry, I just know the things that matter to our friendship. And I want you to feel free. Of course, Harry. See you soon.
before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, you attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors... This is the night watchman's.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to...
Nothing incriminating. It's a black and white photo of a...
Why did you take that picture of René? Fine. But let's move.
So, how'd you like...
You've been in there, he means.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open... Right. You talk to the boss. I do... A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Polar Weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the...
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. None of this mess we're in. This giant... I'm more of a philosophical...
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth.
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Your dead guy was an enemy He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable... I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union...
He's not lying about not...
Understood. This has been of limited use.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruta. Evening falls. The vows are blurred. Lower intestine. The term is fascism, Brota. You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota. There's a slow, painful It is one of the... The tear machine stands in the...
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? You must be joking, right? You come here, this isn't a game show. I'm not going to...
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it.
Yes?
Welcome to Frit. Feel free.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to... wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir. Anything else I can...
No, you don't work for the union. That was easy. Worryingly so.
I don't really know anything. Not really. No. I didn't know him at all.
No need to worry.
Okay. Uh-huh.
The worker is in a deep slumber.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window. Uh-huh. Yes.
give me a moment. Ask away, policeman. Oh, that one is a sign. I think he studies us. Something to do with all those stars around his door. That's what I said.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go. She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something. This door is made of metal and appears to be. No one answers.
We should return tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
No one answers.
We should return tomorrow.
No one answers.
We should return tomorrow.
No one answers.
We should return tomorrow.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Why, yes I am. The boat? No. It is called Cord. It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It's a pleasure craft. My sloop?
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Officer, I assure you.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's...
Actually, you don't. It is a little known fact among
the Wayfarer Act is one of the few. It's a law that keeps Revachol what it is, in limbo.
No need to politicize this.
Of course.
The woman is the Republic of Vespa. The woman, born in the year 3 in the
Yes, but Joyce is much more efficient. My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is hand...
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
Good. Everything. Right up to, but not including. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments that...
The octopus that straddles river.
Good luck is only kept in...
What the man...
You'd be shooting?
But I am derailing us. I hope I can be of help.
Hello again, officers. Have you...
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history. A great force from the tenement acted as a defense. The waves of the Martinique. What didn't? Those arches. Only 3 stories stand with a fleet. The combined, they massed ish. Many are still coalition warship Archer.
The coalition. But that was a long time ago.
Woman still no response.
Looking for something? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some apples.
Apples is exactly.
Look, as detective. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of.
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. Someone with a cart. Sure fucking is. We have a goddamn right. They've been trusting street thugs with their.
Is this about the questions again? Because a warehouse? I don't know. Maybe.
She looks up from
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay? Reality.
She is like a student.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15. Yeah, that's why I'm I don't know. What about it? We're in Frit? As mankind?
What will her
In a good place. I mean, science is doing. I don't know.
The clock should.
When ordinary people take over the. Yeah, it happened like our government. Or do you mean something else? Cool.
A small cabinet on the wall is their logo is.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. I don't know. I don't really know. Is this about...
Hello again, officer.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
You see a heavy steel door. The door does not. The cobalt blue, sir. Old cobalt paint. Rough on the fingers. It leads to a side building. The door is closed.
Hello again, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial trouble. Oh, no, I'm so... Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited...
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was in... Nothing so glamorous. I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mill. You'd think it would be a safe... I was lucky. But no problem.
Yes? Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be some you time? This is a police. Please do. We would...
The lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is just a euphemism for nihilistic. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second. Sylvie Mal... Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your thing...
You hear the call.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, I know I already wrote it in a report, but it will stay on my desk for a few days. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory.
10-4, sir, I'm not here. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over. 10-4, well, that's,
Does he actually want something, or is he...
He asked if he ever told...
For God's sake, cut this shit out!
Sir, satellite officer. So, was there anything else? Understood, sir. Roger that.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer.
You find your hands. The box smells like...
Economical, but also trendy. Everything's still cool here, officer. Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extreme, anything for you.
Start with a little compliment, then work your...
Oh, okay. An investment? What kind? I hear you, officer. Officer, do I look like it? Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
You mean these delicious...
No hassle. There's a little overhead.
It is! Practically free. Yours for fun. No problem here.
Wait. Humanex. Humanitarian aid.
What?
A convincing performance. Bravo.
Look, officer. I'm just a retailer.
Interesting.
Me? It's a boring...
This man probably comes from Seaguy.
Very sharp, officer. I'm Sarah.
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. If you say so, officer. I don't worry too much about politics.
There's a pile of cheap
You like sunglasses, officer?
It's not often that I see officers from the... What can I do for you? I haven't had any problems myself.
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me...
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving, and I don't like keeping guns around. She didn't seem like a policeman. Truth be told.
Right, so let me get this right. In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us. If we can...
My apologies, officer.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't like...
Maybe. Shady. They went their way.
Wait, then maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
People as oleaginous as Everard.
Of course. I doubt it. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed.
Sure thing. Sure, man.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinket.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserable. We should take care of that then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. Yes? What do you want to know? No, it's not a particularly... The Dsce is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor. I can assure nothing like that will happen. No, something is...
The gesture resembles an orc so desperately mundane. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing.
Good.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me? Game? Everything is just a game to you, isn't it? Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before... Not until you bring me...
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use. When you...
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport.
Transport enclosure. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal. There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop... A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. I took them and arrested him. I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence. No, that would be silly.
He flashes a smile, barely...
As I said, they're useless anyway. I should have remembered I have these earlier.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here? The pawn shop is always open.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcap.
Yes, these...
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course. I meant no...
Thank you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not...
The rest is for him.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? Well? Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you? Another thing. Great. Yes, not the whole damn... They come here and...
We should find out who this Lord faction is. We don't. We have to wait.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the man.
Was there something else? Because I have coasters to... Yes?
This is the door to the room.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum.
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to... I have a cigarette every night when I...
Oh man, he looks so...
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while... You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an...
Yet, were he to quit...
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day. Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down. And there's still much to do at the crime scene too. We didn't search it thoroughly enough. It's not my job to evaluate your methodology, officer. We conducted an interview with Everard. He wasn't particularly...
He's not saying much on the matter, because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everard.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief. Moving on, we talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her.
If Kim is emphasizing...
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a stand-up? It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange. They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most yes, although indirectly, as citizens can. Officers of the RCM have been. The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in direct, you can't. Those who don't show up, we are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal. That's an improbability, perhaps even impossibility. Perhaps, but Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of kills. Yes, the international... The RCM was formed by the coalition government, or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's probably more honest, yes.
Or if they think you do.
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know, they're a union of center-left and center-right. What do they believe in? They are DeLorean.
Those others?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me.
Something kind, something like the dark blue. See?
The historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to. The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions. The moral intern are a fact. Do you? In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the Twilight. Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least.
The dying lights of an aerostatic passes over.
They really don't like it. It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union. We run this. It's incredibly hard. Me too.
He is very tired.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
The bed is cold and not but the sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you and then sleep doesn't come. Obviously, you're in bed with your eye. Maybe it's the bed's fault. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The smells of alcohol and sweat and grease. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your a bit tense in the muscles. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases. Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? What it says on the can, Harry? Answer the question. You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't... Do you remember your wife's... You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her. And then later in the streets. One reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth? Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there. Tell me, where are your friends? No, it's gone. 3 times gone. You failed Elysium. Everything. You really dropped the... No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. You'll be back in those cold snakes. Stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conduct. You're trying to what? I can't hear you.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad. Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the time to go to work in the shit factory.
Good going, buddy. Oh, just a dream. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired? It's just that you're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe some... Of course, you and Speed will be happy again. The door is closed.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly a man who drink beer for breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing. I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace. That would just escalate tensions. No captain. In fact, even the death of a lot of things point to the dock workers union. That's not a lot of things. We should have one more thing before.
Yeah, street but aren't
They're in no hurry to leave.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another...
You know, there might.
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way.
And there's no pub.
The closest phone booth is down the coast.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't. The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that I was also hoping she'd...
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
That's just it. You have more important...
More important than a missing...
Just some field work, sweetie. But they should have returned by now. They were just going... There's a nameless old fishing village near...
I can't say it's the...
Some fringe sciences...
Are you sure we have time to go chasing after bug hunters just now? Yes, but a Fine.
Oh, thank you, officers. Truly, I'll be right here if you come across any...
Wow. So someone's been a little boring. Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen... Of course you do. Maybe some regulations. And a... Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Done and...
Over here. Over here. Let me handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you...
Her entire character has shifted. This...
No, I am not a gardener. So let's get to it. That's Titus. Talk to him. But...
It doesn't matter if...
She says not. Could this be the Miss Beautiful?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal... I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries. And
even though she has excellent control over herself.
You are not here to chat up the legal... What you want is of no significance, officer. What are we going to do? The union isn't going to... If anything, it is the arts aggressive. You make your living...
Just dock workers? Do dock workers?
Listen, you moral...
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask. No one is emotional here. Do your job.
This is where you say your bed.
Detective.
Oh, this is about him.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for...
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff.
Time to go to work in the...
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell...
You might want to start asking your questions now.
The pretty boy. You guys...
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Well, maybe you should...
Don't worry. We are resourceful. We'll find a good...
No. I's here. You got business with my...
He understood what you were doing. Taking inventory of them.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy!
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you,
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man.
Yeah.
Easy, fellas. We got company.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good...
Fucking say something already!
Incriminating? Now that's a big... Well...
Don't worry. We are
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. The theme on that pinball machine is clinging to a picture book version of the past century. The sentiment is called...
Fuck does Kuno care? Fucking right, pig. Kuno's filling bathtubs with that shit. Kuno's a kingpin. Fuck no, pig. Kuno ain't dealing...
Belying the act. He's actually telling... He's got to at least know a source. Look at...
Fucking right, pig. Don't be yanking your shit and...
Belying the act. He's actually telling the truth. He's got to at least know a source. Look at him.
Kuno doesn't...
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Stay away from me, pig. I'll die before I come from the woods, good Davidu.
Don't be traumatized.
I'll die before I squeal. What's this kid
Get the fuck out.
So it's a girl. The trash container stands. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong. old call box with a matrix of push buttons. List silence. No silence. 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 Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Up silence. This button looks.
This button.
You hear the say. You ring the doorbell. What an ominous name for it. You ring the doorbell. You wait. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work.
Hello? Me? No.
Is she such a working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class. It is. I know you are. What with?
What with? A lot of things.
My husband? No, he's not. I don't know.
Where is this going, officer?
Yes, but I don't really know. Of course he's not.
It's got to be something else then. Why else would you?
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but
For what it's worth, I agree.
I don't even have.
It's a trap. Never ever say.
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing. Great. Wonderful.
The woman before. The sight of bullet holes stirs something in me.
Where? There? Yes, the one that happened half a Not much. I don't have.
I have really held down my...
Yes, that...
René. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance? Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on... No, officer.
Then help them.
He means
I wish I could.
Odd. He doesn't seem...
Of course, officer. I'm sorry, officer.
The only one you have.
The sandwich, in addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking.
Believe me, officer.
You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marrow.
Fuck off! It's...
A glimmer of respect.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry.
And it's...
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides.
You're back. Good. What we do? I'm afraid
There was a touch of disc.
the Pines' core competency is and that is the term.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the...
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue. $20 billion is a large number. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it's...
She nods.
This reality.
Yes, reality is yours. An experimental sidekick.
How truly curious.
Aren't all.
Yes, all of them. Except the ones who are...
Actually, Actually, I've heard the
Are they now?
deep synthesis.
All right, we're in. I know.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else I can do? Quite a few things. The information I'm to share with you includes...
Of course, ma'am. And this is my...
Oh, and what happened?
'Twas stolen by some artist, surely.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please. Oh dear.
She must have been
As I said, ma'am, he's...
Of course, I sympathize.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually
Of course. The situation is extremely volatile. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Glad to have been of assistance.
lonesome. Long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then...
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered only in echo, a hollowed-out, dark echo. The man ponders his cooking utensils. He looks up at you, then looks away. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know. You see a heavy, the cobalt blue surf, old cobalt paint. It leads to a side. The door does not.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Los Ardis? They're an independent... They're sort of like you. We're negotiating our share. Aye. This stuff, they already covered. It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in all of it.
This seditious talk sounds like communism.
I think it's best you make up your own mind. I guess you kind of get to be...
By that, you mean?
By heavens, why would he not be? The old man is corrupt for our benefit. He is reasonably lavish, sure. Besides, there are no...
This man has political...
Sure thing.
This was great. You feel mentally reinvigorated. Promising raise I am not the first line of defense. I am. You pick up on something artificial. The hardy manlets are on the pay. Now leave me be. I must find out for yourself.
Interesting.